Hey, toy friends. No boys allowed. That's kind of how I feel sometimes whenever a new doll line comes out or people get excited over a new release or something. I'm like, well, there probably isn't going to be a boy doll in this line, so here we go. Hopefully I like the girl doll design, and yeah, that's kind of how it goes for me. But yeah, in this video, I kind of want to talk about some like categories, lines, whatever, that male dolls are typically left out of. So after I did the Holiday Ken custom doll, I got to thinking. My little wheels in my head, my hamster wheels got going, and I was like, you know what? I wonder. I mean, I know the answer. It's not I wonder what other lines are. Yeah, it's all lines. All lines exclude male dolls for one reason or another, whether it's stereotypical reasons or monetary reasons. You know, and as a male doll, primarily a male doll collector, it is a little disheartening to kind of not have male dolls be the focus ever. I think the only time that happens is when it's like a single release or like a collector doll. So, and it's fine. Like I'm not trying to shit on girl dolls at all. I love girl dolls, and I have a hefty collection of girl dolls. But all I'm saying is, I think male dolls are very underrepresented in the fashion doll world, and I think the main reason that they are is money, and money is the root of all evil. But we all know that, right, kids? So companies don't make male dolls because they don't make them money, and the reason they don't make them money is because there is zero goose egg effort put into male dolls most of the time. Sometimes they get a little generous and they get a little frisky, and they're like, you know what? Let's throw them a bone with the male dolls, and they'll make it, whatever. But I would say majority of male dolls are not great, and there is a lot of potential there for improvement. So yeah, companies, they're not in it for the long haul with male dolls. It's a thing where you can't just put like a crappy product out and just hope that people will buy it. Of course, they're going to reject it, and that's going to discourage you from putting out more of these crappy products, right? So if you invest in the product, be thoughtful about it, put a decent budget into it. It might not sell great at first, but you have to continue doing it. You have to be in it for the long haul. And then after a while, people will be like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then people will think more highly of male dolls. But until we get to that point, I don't think I honestly, and it makes me sad to say, but I don't think we'll ever get to that point. I wish companies gave a shit about male dolls, but they don't. They're really accessories. They really are an afterthought. They're oh, well, we can't have this be all girls. We have to throw a guy in there somewhere. So I don't know. I don't want to come across as like poo-pooing on everything, or being negative. And I don't want this to be a negative video, but I feel like it might be. So I guess get ready for that. So anyway. But before we start, I want to thank everyone who submitted responses when I asked about what lines or categories you wish there were more male dolls represented. And I have a list here, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. So we have Barbie career dolls. Yes. Barbie cutie reveals. Yes. Barbie inspiring women series. There could be a men's series. Barbie yoga. Made to move dolls. Like, we need more different body types for made to move dolls for sure. My Little Pony. I'm not too familiar with My Little Pony, like the new like G4, G5. So Magic Mixies Pixlings. It would be great to have a male Magic Mixies Pixlings doll. Ballet dolls. No male dolls that I know of. There might be like collector dolls or whatever, but where are the male ballet dancers? Halloween dolls. I mean, this can go for both because we don't get a lot of Halloween dolls. Don't get me started on that. I love Halloween and I wish there were more Halloween dolls, but that's another topic for another time. Sleepover dolls. Yes. Celebrity dolls. Yes. Queer presenting dolls. Again, another topic for another time because so many thoughts on that. Fairy dolls. Where are the male fairy dolls? Made to move. Reproductions of older Kens. We definitely have gotten a few reproductions of older Kens, but it'll be great to get more of them. So yes, thank you again for all the responses. And now let's get into the ones I really want to kind of focus in on and talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about are the holiday Barbie dolls. So these things come out like clockwork every single year since the 90s or maybe late 80s. Maybe late 80s, but it's been a long time. And I do not think they've ever come out with a holiday Ken. Please let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't understand why we don't have a Ken in this line. Like, give us a holiday Ken. And I don't know if it's because they don't know what to do with Ken for the holidays besides a tux. Like, I don't want a tux. I don't want them to slap him in a stupid tux. I want them to do something different and new and maybe a little out of the box. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm also kind of annoyed, but not that they come out with multiple variations, like different skin tones of the holiday Barbie, which I think they should. They absolutely should. But it's like you're putting all this effort into creating these different dolls, but you can't like put the effort into creating a Ken doll for this line. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just like whatever. But I really do wish they would come out with a Ken doll. It would be so cool. It would be so cute to see him decked out for the holidays. I don't know. You can even make it a Mattel Creations thing because God knows you love making money on Mattel Creations, Mattel. So you could charge extra for it. I know you love that. So yeah, I don't know. I really would love to see a holiday Ken. So. And maybe even if it's like not for the Christmas season, maybe it's for like Valentine's Day or any other holiday. Give us a holiday, any holiday Ken at this point, any holiday Ken. The next thing I want to talk about is Monster High, their Skeletor line. So this line has been going on for 3 or 4 years at this point, and they're great. I love the line. I think it's an awesome line. I think it's an awesome concept, taking like horror icons and turning them into Monster High dolls. A lot of the Skeletors are originally male characters, and they've been gender swapping them to make them female, which is fine. And I love interpretations. I think interpretations are very fun, and when executed right, it's great. But we've only gotten one Manster in the Skeletor line, and that was Frankenstein, and he wasn't even a standalone. He was part of a 2-pack. So there's that. I would love them to do a Freddy Krueger Manster in a future Skeletor line. I think that would be so awesome. I'm really surprised they haven't done like a Freddy or a Jason yet, so maybe that's in the works. I don't know, but yeah, just give us like 1 or 2 Manster Skeletors. That's all I'm asking for, Monster High. Just like 1 or 2. The next thing I want to talk about is hair play and rooted hair. If you watch my channel for a while, you know I love rooted hair on a male doll, even if it's like not the best. I don't know. There's something about rooted hair on a male doll that makes me so happy. And I think, and I know I know why they don't do it. I know one of the reasons is that short hair, typically boy dolls have short hair for one reason or another. There are plenty of guys that have long hair out there, but that's a whole, whatever. But the short hair, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to mold it, be a part of the head sculpt, and not have to worry about rooting, number one. Number two, most of the time, short rooted hair doesn't look great. Like they just haven't figured out how to make it look good unless it's like flocked. Because I think flocked hair looks decent. Rooted hair, for some reason, is tricky for companies, and but I do love when they do long rooted hair, and I wish they did more long rooted hair. That would be amazing. Beards would be lovely as well. More beards on male dolls. Chest hair on male dolls. Nipples on male dolls. I wasn't planning on talking about all this stuff that I just mentioned, but it just kind of came to my head. But yeah, I don't know. It's just putting, and that kind of goes with putting more detail into the actual doll itself. Yeah, I also think with like rooted hair and like beard play, like the shaving Ken gimmick, I think that just encourages kids to play with their dolls, and like it's something to do with the Ken doll. Give him a shave, play with his hair. Like it just encourages play in general. I don't know. I feel like it's a win-win with rooted hair and body hair. And the last thing I want to talk about is that I feel like male dolls are typically excluded from just like lines in general. Just whenever we get a new line from a brand or a new brand, they will typically start with 3 or 4 girl dolls because they know they sell, and it's like their litmus test. They're like, all right, do people like these dolls? All right, maybe like the next line or the line after that, they'll be like, okay, let's throw a boy doll in there, see how that does. And I understand the logic behind that, but wouldn't it be amazing if they came out with a line with all guy dolls, with all male dolls, with like one girl doll? I think that would be so fun, and I want someone to do that so bad. I don't think there is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that exists right now, where the line is predominantly male, and maybe there's like a girl best friend or something it's stuck in there. But I just think it'd be really fun to kind of switch it up and just see how it goes. They don't have to be like gay or anything. They could just be like best buds. Maybe make one of them gay. I don't know. But yeah, I just think it'd be really fun to see like an all male line. I wish Ken would have his own like line where he had like a bunch of friends. Bring back Alan, bring back whoever, and create new ones. Yeah, but I feel like that is definitely a pipe dream, and that is definitely something that will probably never happen, but just want to put it out there, put it out to the universe. Hopefully maybe something will happen. I don't know. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ramble, rant incoherently about male dolls, underrepresentation in the fashion doll world. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree with my thoughts and opinions. I honestly am not sure that male dolls will ever get the attention that girl dolls will. Again, comes down to money, and the bottom line is the almighty dollar, unfortunately. So yeah, just have to find joy in what we do get, and maybe create our own joy with like customs and stuff like that. But thank you so very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. I hope you're having a lovely whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you next time.